George Mason, after AU took the first win of the night, and come back with 3 bonus point wins. Now lead at 12-3. Let's see if Lucas White can get things going back in AU's favor as he'll take on Paul Pierce, the grad student out of Stafford, Virginia. Which comes in career record of 30-49, 2-1 record on the season. White, a guy who's had some good moments this year, also had some tough moments as well.
Yeah, Pierce kind of just in on a snatch single. White able to get his toe out of bounds or off the mat there to stop the action.
These two wrestled earlier in the year at the Battle of the Citadel. In that contest, Pierce was injured in that match and then added to medical forfeit out of the event afterwards.
So the guys are a little bit more recently familiar.
Mentioned it before, while AU wrestled at George Mason earlier this year in their dual meet, as White looking for some points.
Yeah, nice re-attack, high crotch here. He should be able to finish. Head low. You know, not the way I would have gone about it, but good finish for 3 takedown there. Quick stalemate. Yeah, just I think there should have been a count there, close to a stalemate, but I'm sure AU will take that and get a reset.
You saw that it looked like White's head was firmly between Pierce's legs, which not exactly a spot you want to be in.
No, absolutely not.
Even if you did have the 3 points on your ledger already.
So White able to get a nice little leg trip mat return there and able to flatten Pierce out right away.
Spot that White likes to be in, has a jiu-jitsu background. Very comfortable down here on the mat.
Yeah, he's very, you know, I've rolled with him a few times. He's pretty grippy and, you know, likes to stay tight here, but sometimes just gets a little, like, I mean, even here, he's putting a lot of pressure up top and keeping heavy, and I know he wants to put both legs in, but he gets his hips so high, and it just, like, even here, you're just not getting the type of pressure that you want on top when you got both boots in. You want to kind of settle back a little bit, hips over hips, and you're going to get a lot more pressure that way and able to flatten guys out.
Chance for Pierce here to get at least one, maybe more. And stalemate to bring him back in.
Yeah, so a short time, we'll go back to the center. Pierce here obviously looking to get a quick escape to end this first.
Again, lock it in, and he will ride him out in the opening period. So Lucas White with a 3-0 lead has riding time up over 1 minute and 20 seconds. And you can follow on with our duel, AU Wrestling on X at AU_wrestling, and use the hashtag AU Wrestling. Pierce. Get that wrist control.
Yeah, White able to make it up to his feet. No real return attempt by Pierce. Lucas White's, very defensive on his feet, and that's what we saw, that counter shot in the first period. So, we'll see if he attempts to build on his lead here and get some offense going of his own, or kind of sits back and waits for Pierce to attack to counter off that.
Do you like this look of him getting down on one knee?
He's comfortable there. I mean, I will say these George Mason guys are pretty explosive, so, you can get caught on your heels a little bit easier on that knee. But, as long as you're staying on knee, keeping pressure forward, at least moving and not just staying stationary there, it's all right. But definitely takes away a lot of offense from, your opponent. But there, again, like that heavy snap, White able to recover there for a second.
Get those boots back in. 30 seconds to go in the period.
Yeah, he's looking, and, I know White feels comfortable here, but, he's super high. It would be, looks like Pierce's hands are a little tangled up to be able to shake him off, and maybe White's just trying to hold on tight here as time winds down, but he's really in a bad spot.
Stalemate. And that will unpile them, looking like a football tackle at the end, or a fumble to have slowly get the guys apart.
Yeah, I think it was pretty tight down there for Pierce, with White, pinching those knees together.
Take them to the end of the period, and again through 5 periods so far this season, these two have faced off, and Paul Pierce yet to score a point. He'd love to get one in here, get himself something going in this match. You said, Jason, twice that White's been on top, gotten the boots in, gotten high, and Pierce hasn't been able to do much about it.
Yeah, I mean, it is, like I said, it's not the best position where he likes getting those boots in really high, but it is really tight, and if he's able to lock it in, it can be effective. But if guys are able to just create a little bit of space and shake them off, it can be a bad position. There goes that counter offense from White. Pierce able to clear out.
Mason fans not happy. They think White's not creating enough action. Let's go, Paul!
Neither guy firing off any real attacks here. 40 to go. Good fakes here by Pierce, just no real attempts as he tries to get to a front headlock here with both guys on their knees.
Looks like a little bit here, Pierce has had some issues with just maybe the bulk of White moving him around. White gives a quick look up at the clock, knows where he is, down to 10 seconds. For giving AU a much-needed win in this duel. And looking like Lucas White's going to do it. It wasn't always pretty, but ended up being effective as White will go ahead and get the victory as he beats Paul Pierce 5-0 and gives 3 more points to AU on the team score.